What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Kraig Facts Live. We're back, man. I was supposed to film yesterday. I couldn't film. Hey, man, I got my nephew with me, man. One of my pride and joys, Imari. He's been with me all this morning, man. We've been having a ball, man. Say hello, Imari. Say hi. He's in here with his uncle, man. We in here podcasting. Y'all know what time it is. If I owe you something, get it from God, 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 God. The live streaming is in effect, man. Make sure y'all pile in. We're going to have an interesting conversation today. We're going to talk about a variety of topics, and then I got to make way. You dig? God, God, God. You know what some of y'all got to understand is some people will never like you because they can't control you. It's really that simple. Some people will never like you because they can't control you. You ever met somebody like that? They just want to be in control of everything. Why would somebody like you that can't control you? Let's be logical to cut a lot of this torment people put themselves through when they get in situations and just people I just don't care for you, Bob. You work at a job. You're new to the job. You work construction. You in a union. You're new to the union. You know, when you're new to a job, they have the people that have been there longer than you, they train you. This how you do the job. This how you put a nail in a piece of wood. You take a hammer, you bang it with the hammer, and then you shellac it, and then you put it up, and now you got yourself something that's going to hold a wall up. I don't know. When you get these type of jobs, they normally have people train, the older people train their eventual replacements. Now, you may not be replacing them on the job, like taking their job, but you filling in the workspace that the company needs because they got excess work and they don't have enough people to do the work. So normally when you get a good job, you get trained by the people who've been there. You're going to be fucking up on the job. It's just going to happen. Every time you get a good job, they give you a rule book with policies. They say, remember these 2,000 pages of policy. And if something goes wrong, there's no excuse for ignorance of the policies. You got to learn everything in this book. So now you're faced with two different obstacles on a new job. God in the comments if you follow me. You got two obstacles. You got to learn the job. You got to be cool enough to get the right information from the people who are supposed to be teaching you on the job. Then you got to learn the rules of the job, how not to dress, what time to be to work, what happens if you mess up here, what happens if a supervisor doesn't like. You got to learn all these policies. Most of these good jobs have a big rule book. It's just pressure everywhere. Learn. Don't fuck up. Don't do this. Don't do that. And the inevitable happens when you get a good job and you're new. You start fucking up. You start messing up. You don't know you fucking up. You doing something like going to the bathroom at a peak time, and you got to piss, and you don't want to pee on yourself, but they think they don't think you're going to the bathroom. They think you're fucking off at the job. While we're all banging these nails with these hammers, he goes to the bathroom, and he gets behind on his work. Well, what happens when you go to the bathroom? You get behind on your work, right, John? I'm just wasting time till people get in here so I can talk about what I want to talk about. God. I know y'all didn't know I'd be live today. So you're messing up on the new job. You don't know you're messing up. Ain't nobody telling you you're messing up. They just going to the supervisor and telling everybody that you don't know how to do the job. You don't know how to do the job that you just got and you're learning. What's good, man? What's good, Ryan? What's good, Beatham? These are real scenarios I'm giving you that I've been through at jobs that everybody has been through that has jobs. This goes back to my original point. I'm gonna land in a second that nobody don't expect people to like you who can't control you. West, we in here. So you got this new job. You're trying your best at the job. Obviously, you're messing up. They gave you a little bit of training, but the training ain't up to par training. The training is just enough training to get you out there so they can get the work done that's not being done because they don't have enough employees. So now you're out here doing this job, and you think you're doing okay, but you fucking up. You don't know you fucking up. Ain't nobody else telling you fucking up, but they telling everybody else you fucking up. Oh, this new guy don't know what he doing. I've been here 15 years. I've been here 5 years. Why would he do that? Good morning, people. These are job politics. This is why you must be grounded in anything you do, because whenever you do something new, you're a threat to anybody who's already there. Anybody who's already occupying a space that you're walking into, you're a threat. They must assess the threat and figure out a way to neutralize it. Even if you don't view yourself as a threat, you are a threat. And the number one thing that an insecure person can do when they view you as a threat is start trying to ruin your reputation. Instead of giving you the tools to be better, they wait till you leave the room and tell everybody you're not good at what you're doing. This is what happens on jobs. You have people vying for supremacy, trying to put themselves in line to be promoted, and using manipulative tactics in order to do so. Somebody said, especially if you're the only black on the job. Not just if you're the only black on the job, because it could be jobs where it's a lot of black people too. You got to understand something. If you work in a diverse workforce, the way the manipulative mind works is, if say it's a black person on the job, you know, the cream of the crop, the cream always rises to the top. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to rise to the top of the black section of the job, and then they're going to try to politic for the blacks with the other races on the job. Then they're going to try to go to the top of that organizational structure and promote. You got to understand these basic politics of human behavior, because there are people who don't believe in themselves but are totally invested in structures, in organizations, in companies. So they've never lived in society where they've had to lean on their own talents and abilities in order to pay bills or in order to provide for themselves. They always had to plug into a structure, something that's already built, and they thrive in that structure. There's nothing wrong with people like that. But the error in perception that some of these folks have is that what they think is right is right. No. If you're a person that plugs in the structure for value and to take care of yourself and your family, what you think isn't right, what the company tells you is right is right. So whenever you work a job and they give you an employee handbook, I'm telling you right now, those people who work in unions or work in big companies, you must use that employee handbook like a Bible, because that handbook is what you need to beat politics. People who have been somewhere longer than you have, specifically a job, a union job, they understand these policies, and that's what they'll use to destroy you. What's up, 5150 all day? You know what it is. Get familiar with the rules and guidelines. Because once you realize that someone is going to try to destroy your reputation in order to be above you or get rid of you as competition, now you understand it's a totally different game being played. You don't take it personal. You don't get angry. You just play the game in a different way. We in here. God, God, God. You don't play it like you do at the park when you hooping. You play it according to the rules and guidelines that are legal wherever you're working at. That's how you play it. You don't climb the ladder snitching and destroying others' reputations, because supervisors see that too. They know that if I put this person in a position, they're going to do to me what they're doing to that person. That's not how you climb. You be truthful, honest, and genuine. And you learn that rule book. That's how you do it. Because there's people on jobs hustling for different reasons. You got women on the job, and they hustle is sexual harassment. So they befriend men and put themselves in positions where they can set the company up for a lawsuit. And they use dummies at the job to try to get that going. Wearing inappropriate stuff. Always going out to drinks with dudes at the job. Doing sexually suggestive stuff, nonverbal, but they'll play with space. It'll be that chick that's at a table with 10 dudes all the time in the male conversations at work. You got to watch her. She could just be a good woman, which most of the time that's what it is, or she could be setting herself up for situational lawsuit. You got people at jobs, and they all hustling for different reasons. Let's really talk about it, though. Let's really talk about it, people. Because ain't nobody else going to have this conversation with you, because don't nobody else have the type of experience being a comedian, a podcaster that I got. You got to watch out for that chick at the job that's always around dudes, because what's going to happen is the dudes is going to try to be in competition for this chick, and she's just going to find a way to manipulate the thirstiest person. Now, a lot of times these chicks will start with the weakest male supervisor. They're going to get to work early. They're going to bring them lunch. They're going to say cool things to them. They're going to build that relationship with that male supervisor so they can break rules, so they can get there late, so they can get the better shift, so they can get that OT. We talked about them 7 rules, the Lucifer effect. The number 1 rule was what? Small compromise. She's going to tell you look cute today in that outfit, and everybody wear the same uniform, but somehow your uniform look a little bit cuter than everybody else's uniform. Ain't that right, nephew? Nephew was bored. You okay, Mari? Nephew over there asleep. His uncle over here talking work politics. He over here asleep on me. Wave to the people, Mari. Say, hey. That's where she gonna start. She gonna start with that chubby supervisor. Him and his wife been getting into it. She ain't been fixing his lunch. He coming. She hear his stomach growling from across the table. She like, oh, I got this big, ugly, regular-looking chubby dude. I'm finna bring him lunch every day. I'm gonna call ahead and see if he hungry. Then after she feed him, she gonna go over there and sit at the table with the 10 young dudes that's new to the job and wet behind the ears. And they all gonna be gossiping. She gonna get the gossip started. And they gonna fall right in. And then before you know it, 6 months later, sexual harassment suit. You gotta watch these people hustling on the job, manipulating. They everywhere. I know, I done been in a couple different unions. I know how the hustle go. Then you got the old dude. He threatened by everybody. Ain't nobody doing the job right. Every time he get off his shift, he walk into the office. They all out there bullshitting. Don't nobody do this job right except me. Earl Sanders. I seen one of the young dudes out there trying to buy pussy instead of just doing his job. Y'all know the young dude be out there buying pussy, playing on the job. He don't do his job right like me. Earl Sanders. Earl telling on everybody. And he know that rule book. He know that rule book. Earl gonna quote 2-5. Uniform must be tucked in 3/4 inches to the left anytime they come in the job. And Earl gonna be at the supervisor desk like he came in, uniform wasn't tucked 3/4 inches. It was 9/4 inches. That's a whole nother inch. Y'all should be writing him up for that. Well, if he don't do the job, get rid of him. He got to know the job. Get rid of him if he don't know the job. Write him up. Y'all don't want to have no real life conversation. Y'all just want to talk about who Cardi B fucking. That's what y'all want to talk about. Y'all don't want to have no real life conversation. I know what type of audience this is. Y'all just want to talk about who Cardi B fucking. I'm talking about real shit, man. Somebody said Kraig got a low ride hairline. Y'all funny to the motherfucker, man. I promise you, man. Let me see these comments. Hold on. You know, Earl telling on everybody. Well, Earl got a history too, though. Yeah. Earl coming back on his lunch break and eating other people's lunches and ain't saying nothing. That's what Earl is doing. Earl is out there eating other people's lunches and he ain't saying nothing. We know what Earl up to. He ain't just telling. He eating people lunches without their permission. And all that who fucking up shit is just a way for him to get the attention off him. He don't even know. Ain't nobody really paying attention to him. But he feel like if he put the heat on somebody else, the little bullshit he doing, they ain't never gonna find out. That's how old niggas think. Let me tell you who fucking up so I can fuck up on the low. I'm telling you how shit go at your job. You better listen and learn, because I'm telling you right now, it's always bullshit to be had, and one day it's going to be your turn. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing till it happened to you? Then you got the one youngster at the job, he overly horny. He wearing Jordans to work. He got a fresh lineup. He at the job for pussy. He trying to holler at every chick walking around. He think he cool and suave, and he trying to knock every bitch at the job. He doing everything but the job. He got an auntie working HR, so he think he cool. Can't nothing happen to me. Can't nothing happen to me. I've been here 3-4 years. And I'm cool. I'm suave. Now you got that nigga at the job. Only problem with that nigga is every time he look at his check, it ain't no money there because he owes so much child support. This nigga getting garnished by everybody. Child support, Foot Locker. This the only nigga at the job with a Foot Locker garnishment on his check. He like Jordan so much, he letting Foot Locker take auto pay payments out his checking account. He just getting garnished in every direction because he give a fuck about everything but the stuff he should be giving a fuck about. Oh, I done worked some jobs. I know how job politics go. Gawd! Then you got the nigga at the job, all this money go to Cardinals. This nigga got a Hellcat. This motherfucker got a Dodge Hellcat. This motherfucker got all types of cars. He got every motherfucking car you can have. Just car seat, 2 car seats in the back of every car. This motherfucker he just like giving his money away. Look, man, let me tell you something about jobs, man. This is how jobs are. It's politics. It's different lifestyles. When you're working in a job like this, which is every company in America, embrace it, love it. Because this is experience, once you retire, you're not going to be able to get this experience of being around a lot of people on a daily. I know you get used to it and you feel like you hate it and you don't like it, but actually it's a great thing for you. We are still human beings. We're social people. We need each other. Yeah, Earl, the nigga that's telling on everybody at the job, that's sneaking around eating people lunches, he don't really mean that shit he doing. He's not really a bad, spiteful motherfucker. He's bored and he's used to his job and he's looking for a thrill. So when he see you fuck up, it's really a dopamine release he's after. He's looking at something to make him feel alive again. Don't get mad at Earl for being a buster all the time. Show him love. He'll come around. And the little nigga with the Foot Locker garnishment, he not a bad dude. He just suffers from materialism. He's a capitalist. And he's not on the strong side of capitalism. He's a consumer within capitalism. So he gets his feel from buying and purchasing. That's where he feels power. That's where he feels like a man. Understand that I'm telling you that the differences in human beings, whether good or whether bad, it's not your problem. Worry about what you can do to be the best you every day. Every day you wake up, fuck what another nigga got going on and how they feel about you and how they don't think you good at a job and how they don't think they should have hired somebody else and how this and that. They should have did this and I can't. Fuck all that. That's female behavior. Not even female as a woman, but that's feminine behavior. That's what people do who ain't doing enough in their personal life. Let them have it. It's most serious shit happening in the world. I don't know if y'all know, but they say Earth is supposed to lose gravity for 7 seconds. Y'all heard this? That's some serious shit that we can't call AAA for. Earth is supposed to lose gravity for 7 seconds? Where can you hide? Nigga, you can't go on no table. Look this up. Google this. Earth is supposed to lose gravity for 7 seconds. Some people say it's impossible. How can they scientifically prove this is going to happen? I don't know, but I'm worried. Some of the things that can happen if Earth loses gravity for 7 seconds is a lot of objects. Hold on. Like when something, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Google this, because I don't really know much about it. I know gravity is why shit falls. But what happens when we lose gravity? Does that mean we float? Look this up, man. Earth is supposed to lose gravity for 7 seconds. It's supposed to happen very, very soon. So what's going to happen is we'll fly. That means we could possibly fly for 7 seconds. If you're not nailed down to the ground, you're going to start floating if Earth loses gravity for 7 seconds. You know how high you can get in 7 seconds? I believe it might be a cap. I don't know how they're going to prove it, but what if it really does happen? I hope it happens while I'm hooping. If it happens while I'm hooping, I'm going to be the first person to do 9 360s in one dunk. I'm going to just keep spinning. They said, who watching the meteor shower in 12 hours? I need to be watching it. Shit. What kind of soap do you use in a meteor shower? That's got to be some. My nephew over there laughing. What you think, nephew? Look at him. He laughing like crazy. My nephew crazy. Look at we supposed to be losing gravity, and I hope I'm in something heavy enough to stay on the ground. But shit, gravity is so strong the Earth floats. So that means mountains and all type of shit gonna be floating. Earth supposed to lose gravity. What else? There's a couple other topics that I got to get out of here. I'll be back tonight. Yes, sir. Do you believe this? Do you believe Earth is going to lose gravity? What would you do for 7 seconds if Earth lost gravity and you can float? What would you do with your 7 seconds of flying? Let me know. Comment in the comments. Why do you think that ridiculous stories like this spread so fast? It's like rumors in the workplace. Why do you think ridiculous stories like this spread so fast? If gravity went off for 7 seconds, who's the first person that you could think of that ain't coming back down to Earth? Is this somebody you think that once they fly, somebody said, imagine in the comments, imagine believing everything the government prepares us for. Hey, man, I think you're supposed to believe everything and not believe everything at the same time. I think it's supposed to cancel out. You got to take them serious, but, because they done some shit that, that lets you know that, hey, maybe we got to take these folks serious, but you can't take them serious enough to where they're going to change your life. You just got to keep living your life, and whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? But this is a very interesting thing to me. If this is a manipulation tactic, what is the purpose of it? Because most people don't even have an understanding of what gravity is. So you're speaking to a certain group of people. You're speaking to intellectuals when you say, an intellectual, when they hear, it ain't going to be gravity for 7 seconds. They're going to be thinking, what the fuck? But the regular, everyday motherfucker, they ain't going to see how that's going to affect their life. I don't know if you guys know this, but my team, the Lakers, Bob Eager and Josh Kushner, are about to buy the Lakers for $12.5 billion. I guess that's why they got so many white players. $12.5 billion. This has to be the most expensive NBA franchise. At first, I thought it was Golden State. Golden State sold for $8.5 billion a few years ago, but the Lakers are selling for $12.5 billion, and they were just bought a couple years ago for $9 or $10 billion. So they've made another $2 billion. Whoever bought it and is flipping it, they made another $2 billion. I don't know if this is really good for basketball, man. The ticket prices are going to go up more. The TV deals are going to, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this. Where are they squeezing the profit from? They're going to need 3 Michael Jordans to make this money back. They're going to need 3 Michael Jordans to make this money back. What y'all think? I want to know like Joe. Midlife crisis braids is crazy. That's funny. These ain't braids, they dreads. I can't have dreads? Huh? I can't have dreads? Why can't I have dreads, people? Midlife crisis? I ain't in no midlife crisis. I'm just growing my hair. I wish I could see you so I could light your goof ass up. I wish I could see you so I could light your goof ass up, man. The Lakers selling for $12.5 billion, man. I don't know about this, man. I'm a fan of the Jerry Buss Lakers, man. I don't like this corporate shit, man. I don't like this big business shit. I don't know how I feel about my team selling for that much bread. I got to really sit down and think about that. Yeah, Kushner, or however you say his name. But look, I'm going to be back live later. I got to log out. I'll see y'all later tonight. I'll be on YouTube as well as TikTok. So make sure y'all support. That's been my rant on workplace bullshit. If I owe you something, get it from God or his brothers, Godric. Godfredo or Godberto. God. I'll see y'all later tonight.